For most of these video vault pieces, I'm just an objective bystander like everyone else. But today's story about a struggle that happened 25 years ago is personal because it's about when the Las Vegas Musicians Union suffered a crippling blow. As a young man just out of college, my dad taught music in public schools, first in New Mexico, then Colorado. Then in 1966, he moved to Las Vegas.
It looked like heaven.
Every hotel had a band in the showroom and another in the lounge. A quality professional musician could raise a family with full union benefits.
By the time in the 70s and 80s, everybody was getting scale, but it was a good living.
But in the early 80s, my dad's job went underground. Literally, he was playing at Bally's where the band was in a basement 3 floors below the dancers.
When we became invisible, that sealed the end.
And in the summer of '89, when contract negotiations came up,
the proposal that the hotels offered the musicians was an insult, and I think it's more of an insult that they thought the musicians would accept it.
By then, my dad was at the Tropicana, which initially indicated it merely wanted to cut the size of the band.
We're not taking an anti-union position. We've never intended to use a tape as a replacement for musicians.
I was calculating, am I going to be able to survive the shrinking? And I figured I would.
Rodney Dangerfield and other stars were behind the strikers at first.
I think that's really sending out a heavy message to people that are musicians like Connie Francis, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis, whoever, that everyone in showbiz is supporting music.
But that support didn't always last.
The Rodney Dangerfield and Connie Francis,
they're of a lesser quality. They're showing that to us by crossing our picket line.
The hotels started running tapes behind the productions.
We're in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are supposed to be on a plane of New York, Los Angeles, and the best type of entertainment in the world.
It was a gamble on the taste of consumers.
Certainly if the public does not accept that, we'll have to go back to live musicians, and we'll closely watch that.
The thing is, the public did seem to accept it.
Well, from our point of view, it bankrupted the union and it didn't get any result. We lost.
My dad went back to teaching school and retired several years ago, but like many who lost their full-time union job, he's continued playing and these days is a member of the Las Vegas Philharmonic and founder of the Las Vegas Woodwind Quintet. Live music has made a bit of a comeback, nothing like the heyday of the 50s through 80s, but the Cirque du Soleil and Broadway-style productions all have prominently featured live ensembles. Kim and Dana.
Oh, Tom, I love that story, and I love your dad. We had a chance to sit down for lunch with his dad recently. Fascinating. I was asking Dave Hawley who'd used to play for back in the day. He goes, oh, all the big names. You know, he wasn't bragging, but he said, you know, Dean Martin, Sinatra. I said, so you met Sinatra? He goes, oh, no, I was in the same room with Mr. Sinatra, but I never met him. So, you know, he was in the band, but they didn't really hang out.